It's the NFL on EA Sports.
And we'll be watching the dynamic Tyreek Hill. There are few better in the red zone as he comes in fourth and touchdown receptions.
It's the Black Knights and the Elks coming up next.
Thank you to Trey Mosley for the introduction. We are indeed excited to welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The regular season ends here. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Long road to get here, but now we are here. The season finale. Playoffs begin next Saturday, so it's time for one last regular season kickoff.
In Week 18, it could just be so tricky, can't it, Mike? I mean, on one side, you got teams that have the playoffs wrapped up. So Week 18, it's a chance potentially to rest some starters or maybe get them out of the game early and get geared up for next week and the start of the playoffs. You got some teams that are fighting for their lives. They need to win Week 18 or else their season's going to end. And then on the complete opposite side, you got guys making plans for the offseason, figuring out where they're going on vacation. Week 18 is a tricky thing.
All right, we're just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. They're led by the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year in 2023. From Ohio State, it's C.J. Stroud.
Here we have a guy, Mike, just really coming off a tremendous outing last week. It seemed like everything was working for him in that win. The early rhythm he was able to establish, he rode that to the final whistle. They had an answer for everything the defense threw at him, and if he continues to stay one step ahead and continues to protect the ball at this rate, this is going to be a hard group to beat.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. He'll find his man, Mecole Hardman. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stroud. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
To play in the NFL, you got to have a short-term memory because regardless of whether the previous play was good or bad, they're going to line up and snap it again. And in this case, really nice job bouncing back. They put the bad play behind them, forced the sack in the ensuing play, and they're right back on track.
Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive.
His defensive line clearly has a beat on this offense. They've got to find a way to settle their pass protections if they want to be able to get their quarterback in any sort of established rhythm and timing going forward.
And they're going to get him once again. He's under siege. That is 3 in a row.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit and duck for this pass rush.
So the drive stalls out, and here's the Aussie, Mitch Wishnowsky, to punt, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. This crowd ready in anticipation, their offense taking the field for the first time. And they're led by the #1 overall pick back in 2018. Greg, it is Baker Mayfield at quarterback.
He's coming off such a strong performance last week, Mike, where he did a little bit of everything. Throws for 3 touchdowns, ran for another, but most importantly, leads his team to the big win. I'll tell you what, he has his eyes set on trying to do the same thing here over these next 4 quarters. Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
There he goes again. And he'll get beyond the marker before giving himself up. That's a first down. They put Kelsey in motion. On the ground for the first time, this is Alvin Kamara. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's a 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. That's taken in. It's Tez Walker. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Here's Kamara. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Baker to throw. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill there. And it's going to lead to 4th down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Set to return is Xavier Gibson. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Elks offense and Davante Adams heading back onto the field. He's put together some kind of campaign. Currently 2nd in the NFL in touchdown receptions amongst wideouts. They put Wilson in motion. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
Now a timeout for injury. Something you do not want to see here in the final week of the season as he will get himself checked out. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Now Stroud. And it's a reception for Taysom Hill. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. McBride is the motion man. He'll get this out wide. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Something you do not want to see here in the final week of the season as he will get himself checked out. Throwing on 2nd down, Stroud. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away.
I could go on and on about the offensive line breakdowns with this pass protection, and it's been flat-out brutal. And let's give some credit to the other side of the ball. They came in not only motivated to make a statement, but with a great game plan, and so far they've executed it to a T.
And he'll get this forward for positive yardage as he covers up in the end.
And that's a great job defensively here on third down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
Gay's kick is good. And the Elks will tie the game at 3 apiece.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
On the return, it's Robinson. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Black Knights offense back onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And this is where we stand. Final weekend of the regular season is upon us, and we'll know the brackets and the seedings for the postseason at the end of the night. And they'll be set up now, up past the 40 with that one.
This offense has to be thrilled, Mike, with the success they've had here on the ground in this opening quarter. Now as the rest of the game unfolds, everything in the game plan continues to open up.
And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down. Now a toss, running left with Kamara. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line. 3rd and 6. They put Kelsey in motion. And some problems communicating on 3rd down, and that's going to be a delay. So, after the 5 yards are walked off, they face 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Mayfield. That is caught. He finds Walker. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. To throw is Mayfield. He'll get that into the hands of Tyreek Hill. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. It's a gain of 26, and it'll set up 1st and goal. So a field goal apiece here in that 1st quarter. All even on the scoreboard. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Kamara. A second effort, and he is in. Alvin Kamara. Touchdown, Black Knights. That gives him 14 touchdowns for the year. That touchdown puts him in double digits. Now 10 rushing touchdowns on the season. Now Jake Moody for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Black Knights take a 10-3 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. Now an opening past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Elks offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. And he's been the man that makes this offense go. Currently number 2 in the NFL in terms of receptions for a wideout. Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. Now he'll run it.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
McBride is the motion man. On second down, Stroud. A short one here, caught by McBride. 3rd and 5. McBride is the motion man. From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. He'll try to run for it. Stroud avoids the contact as he slides to a stop after picking up the 1st down. 12 yards on the pickup, and that's a 1st down. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. He'll run over center with White, and he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. They put Adams in motion. A 2nd down throw for Stroud. He's got his man, Devontae Adams. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. On 1st down, it's Stroud. He'll look middle and finds McBride as tight end. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Stroud. Taking off.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the 1st down.
Out quickly, and it's Adams. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. They put Wilson in motion. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And he's going to bring this one close to a 1st down. Looks like they'll mark him just a yard short. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. They'll try to run for it. Here's White.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the 1st down.
They put Wilson in motion. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And he will dive into the end zone. Rashad White, touchdown Elks. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
All level at 10 as this one's kicked off. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Black Knights offense and veteran Alvin Kamara set to take over once more. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big opening after big opening and big numbers in this 1st half. Has an opening past the 40. And he's going to be taken down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Now whistles. Play clock at 0, and that'll cost them 5. On play action, Mayfield. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack. And we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. From the gun on third down, it's Mayfield. Got a man, it's Kelsey. Complete. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Something you do not want to see here in the final week of the season, as he will get himself checked out. 1st and 10. They go play action with Mayfield. And they get to him and finally bring him down. It will go down as a sack.
We've seen a little bit of a transformation across the defensive tackle position. And what I mean, Mike, is years ago, they were on the interior of the line to stuff the run. They were big bodies taking up space. Now, not only do you have to defend the run, you have to be able to win one-on-one matchups and get to the quarterback.
And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up third down. Mayfield to throw. That's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range.
Let's give a lot of credit to the defensive plan that this coaching staff has come up with coming into today's game. Every time it seems like the offense makes an adjustment, the defense counterpunches. Different looks, different fronts, different pressure packages. They have had all the answers so far, and the sacks just keep piling up.
This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. The Elks offense and running back Rashad White ready for this next possession. They'll begin with first down from their own 11. The drive begins with a run by White. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Stroud. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
If this quarterback's offensive line had as much fight as he does, I don't think they'd be in this situation to begin with. I mean, it's not even halftime here, Mike, and they've already given up 6 sacks. At this rate, I'm not sure they're confident their quarterback's going to make it out of this game in one piece.
And it's a good return here, able to take it across the 50 and set up the offense with a short field. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now Mayfield. Now he'll air one out. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively all over him. And it'll be 2nd down. Back to the air, it's Mayfield. And he kept that play alive as long as he could, but the rush eventually gets to him and takes him down. Here's Mayfield. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Elks offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They'll see if they can go about breaking our tie. We're all even at 10 as this drive begins, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Quick slant into the hands of Wilson. Now this offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well. From the gun, here's Stroud. Throw over the middle, brought in by Adams. Now another timeout called by this offense. They have 1 remaining. Now Stroud. They'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. Stroud to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And he is short of the goal line, but they are in business at the 1-yard line. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. Matt Gay coming on for this field goal try. This about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Elks get 3 here late in the first half to take the lead.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Baker to throw. Going for it all. That is brought in. And he's going to be out of bounds. Triple zeros up there on the clock. We have reached the end of the first half.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. It was a solid first half for the running back, Rachaad White. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This was a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
3 points. All that separates these two sides has half number 2. Kicks off. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Black Knights offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. As we take a look at the NFL's leaders in receiving touchdowns amongst running backs, you can see he's right at the top of the list entering the final weekend. On first down, they'll start out with Kamara. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Mayfield. A quick slant into the hands of Thomas. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. It's a give now to Kamara. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. He'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. That's over the middle, caught by Tyree.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
And he'll get to the 48, and that's going to be good enough. It'll pick up a first down.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
And he'll maneuver his way down to the 44. Matt Milano there to stop him. Here's a 2nd and 6. Off the play fake, it's Mayfield. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Here comes 3rd and 6. To throw is Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
That's going to be out of bounds. Well judged and spotted right at the 10-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Here's Stroud. And he gets that to Hardman. Now he's loose at the 40. That long one's going to bring them 1st and goal. He is brought down at the 5-yard line.
When you get big gains like that, Mike, it's pretty easy to see why that stat line just continues to grow. And the defense doesn't come away with a plan to stop this guy. We could have a record-setting performance on our hands.
So after the big play to start, now we have 1st and goal. To throw, it's Stroud. To the goal line and in. Nicole Hardman. Touchdown, Elks. Gay to add the PAT. The kick is good. And the Elks will extend this 3rd quarter lead. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. The Black Knights offense ready for this next possession. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He's going to air this one out. Looking for Hill.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
A big one there on third down, good for 26 yards.
You certainly can't fault the secondary here. The coverage was almost too good downfield on third down. The quarterback realized quickly there was nowhere for him to go with the ball, decides to become a runner. He's able to pick up the first down and some.
Here's 1st and 10. A give up the middle with Kamara. And he'll be brought down right around the 40. Matt Milano there to stop him. They'll go again here with Kamara. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. Von Bell, the veteran safety, is there on the play. Now a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for this with Kamara. A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on 4th down. They'll go. Mayfield. Oh, the blitz gets there. He is sacked, and they will turn it over on downs.
All right, Mike, so in this situation, a defensive coordinator has 2 options. You can sit back and play the pass, or you can be aggressive and go after the quarterback. In this case, they chose the latter, and that's why they were able to force the turnover on downs.
The visitors' offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, try to add to it. It begins with 1st down. He's going to tuck it and go. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
We've seen this quarterback have some effective plays with his legs all game today, Mike. He knows when to stay in there and look to pass, but he also knows when it's time to tuck it and go, and he's able to pick up good yardage there.
The open man is Wilson, and they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Something you do not want to see here in the final week of the season, as he will get himself checked out. On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. He'll let this go towards the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Davante Adams. Touchdown, Elks. What a terrific play at the back of the end zone. Greg, that is so hard to do, but something you did during your career. How do guys pull that off?
Yeah, the key here, Mike, is the concentration to not only see the ball, but then you have to feel the ground. You have to know exactly where you are in the back line of the end zone. And tell you what, this is about as good as it gets. Come down with the ball, 2 feet in bounds, touchdown.
So, after the touchdown, here's Gabe to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The home team's offense and their running back set to go once more. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the 3rd quarter. Room to run at the 40. And he'll be taken down as he takes it just shy of midfield. On 1st down is Mayfield. This throw right side is caught by Hill. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They'll work the middle here with Kamara. And he's close to the first down. Gets 4 yards on the gain, but it will bring up 3rd down. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They're going to go right back to Kamara. Oh, the defense meets him in the backfield. They stopped him dead in his tracks and set up 4th down.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking first down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
They put Kelsey in motion. On 4th down, Mayfield. That's taken in. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Something you do not want to see here in the final week of the season, as he will get himself checked out. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Mayfield. He's going to run it. And with defenders closing in, he says enough is enough and slides to a halt there. A big play there on the scramble. 31 yards. Mayfield to throw on 1st and 10. This one caught at the 4. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. They go play action with Mayfield. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Baker Mayfield. Touchdown, Black Knights. So with that score, he's into double digits. 10 rushing touchdowns on the season. You don't see that too often from a quarterback. Moody now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Black Knights are able to cut the deficit to 10. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Gibson now on the return. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The visitors' offense and C.J. Stroud ready to get to work once more. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Stroud. That's caught over the middle. It's Wilson. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. Stroud to throw here on 1st down. He'll dump this down to the fullback coming out of the backfield. Down to the 10. And he will finally be taken down. How about that? A really big play as the final one here in the 3rd. So the big play gets him down close. And now it's 1st and goal. They'll run with White. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front. And he's in. Rashad White. Touchdown, Elks. 2 touchdowns for him in the game. Numbers 10 and 11 on the year. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
The extra point by Gay is good. And the Elks will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. The return starts from the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The home team's offense and Baker Mayfield ready for their next possession. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end trying to come up with a way to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those into big plays. That's caught in stride by the Cheetah. And he's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. 2nd and a yard. Throwing is Mayfield. Oh, he coughs up the football. One of his teammates there to take it back in.
Well, fortunately for this quarterback, Mike, thanks to the alert play by one of his teammates, they're going to prevent this from being a turnover. It's just so hard as the quarterback. You're trying to keep your eyes downfield. You're trying to keep the plays alive. You have to feel the rush. You have to understand when that clock's going off. That ball either needs to come out or it certainly needs to be protected.
Here's Mayfield. He's got his man. It's Hill. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Now Mayfield. A short throw taken in by Kelsey. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Second down and 8. From the gun, it's Mayfield. That one complete to Brian Robinson. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain. They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. To throw is Mayfield. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
This has been a masterful game plan defensively. I mean, not only have they found their mismatches and been able to exploit them, it's led to 7 sacks so far. I mean, even when the offense seems to make an adjustment, Mike, the defense just still seems to be one step ahead of them.
Let's see what they do here. This is 4th and long. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. The defense very happy to see that play call. The decision to go for it on 4th and long will end up in a turnover on downs. The visitors' offense make their way out to take over once more. As we look back at some of the highlights of this one, you'll see a lot of them, Greg, coming from the passing game. They've done a nice job picking the defense apart.
Yeah, and I think that's the right way to say it. It hasn't necessarily been just a bunch of deep shots, a bunch of explosives. It's been more methodical. It's been precise. They've really been all over their execution, and this is about as close to a complete performance as you're going to see from any offense throughout the course of this season.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go again with White. White, first down and much more. And he's going to be taken down at about the 30. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Something you do not want to see here in the final week of the season, as he will get himself checked out. On play action, Stroud. He's going to keep it himself.
The best quarterbacks don't see the rush, they feel the rush, and that's exactly what this guy was able to do here. He's able to escape the initial pressure and immediately realizes, I got some space out in front of me. Picks up a solid gain here on first down.
Out quickly, and it's Adams. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. On the ground, it's White. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. From the gun, here's Stroud. He pulls it in around the 5. And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. And he will fight his way to the end zone. C.J. Stroud. Touchdown, Elks. Initially looking to throw it for the touchdown, couldn't find anything, so Greggy takes care of business himself, using his legs for the touchdown.
Well, it was clear early on, Mike, that this defense was expecting the pass, and after matching all the receivers in the end zone, this quarterback realized quickly it was his legs that he was going to need to rely on to get the ball across the goal line.
The extra point by Gay is good, and the Elks are able to extend the lead. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The home team's offense and Tyreek Hill heading back on the field. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been unquestionably the star of the show, as they have just absolutely had no answer on the defensive side of the ball. He'll look middle here. It's caught by Hill. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Throwing is Baker. Right back to Hill. He's got it again. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. On 1st and 10, here's Baker. A short one caught by Kelsey. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line. Out of the gun, here's a give to Kamara. And a nice gain there on 1st down. He takes it forward for 8 yards. He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. On the give, this is Kamara. And stretching it out toward the sideline, but the defense gets to him. He'll be taken down for a loss.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the 1st down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down. Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
They only need a yard, and it's 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Kamara. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on 4th down.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
The Elks offense and their big play wide out getting set for their next possession. And right about now, they might be thinking, are we sure we want an off week next week? They're going to head into the bye with momentum as they try to polish this one off. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. Another run here with White. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. They'll go play action with Stroud. Taking a shot downfield for Adams. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down. The Elks getting set to punt. A fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. The Black Knights offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. The throw on the run is complete. That one good for a dozen and a very quick 1st down. Mayfield to throw. Short pass taken in by Kelsey. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. 2nd down and 3. Mayfield.
That's just great awareness there, Mike. He's looking downfield. He doesn't see anything, but he is locked in to get that 1st down. He tucks it, becomes a runner, and gets past the marker.
On 1st down is Mayfield. To the left side, in the hands of Hill. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. That's to the middle of the field and caught by Walker. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
Feels like they needed that sack this entire drive. It feels like the defense was really on their heels. The offense was taking it to them really however they wanted to. So to be able to take a deep breath now, disrupt the rhythm of the drive by getting that sack, that might go a long way now to allow them to get off the field.
On 2nd down, Baker. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Here we go. One final play. Throw across his body is complete. And he'll be brought down there. And that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So it's a win for our visitors. They finish off the regular season in grand style. They are division champions. They'll get a home game next weekend in the wild card round of the NFL playoffs. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.